and welcome to Midnight Readings. Tonight we will be reading Royal Mistake, written by Ravenpuff. Hope you enjoy. Reigning supreme over a wealthy civilization doesn't sound too bad to most. Others, more smart ponies, realize the deal also comes with a lot of duties, chores, and bureaucracy. A surprising amount of work to keep a kingdom stable and growing. Even if one picked the path of dictatorship, would only mean more work, just to keep your position. Attempting to ease your burden through a more democratic system only means further work still, to ensure every pony doesn't screw each other over. Being a mortal ruler, who gets to observe system after system, failing after another, can get tiring to say the least. The workload never ends. I don't even have retirement to look forward to. Staying unaged and as powerful as ever gives me no excuses. To many, I am a god, a goddess of raw power and true wisdom. I am beyond them, perfection and supreme. Merely a divine being, wearing the white coat of deceit to give them an appearance their feeble minds conceive, as I guide them through their far too short mortal lives, saving them from themselves. To others I'm a mother, the maternal avatar, the first form and existence away, before the very first true mortal pony stepped to the ground of our world, watching over generations after generations of my child. Although I never carried them nor birthed them, I am their mother in spirit, leading them to the growth of their spirit to become divine, and prepared into the next world. And some again, I'm just a fancied up pony who happens to have more tricks to see divinity, where there's only smokes and mirrors, but I still hold the wisdom of the ages, countless of lifetimes passed before me as I learned to guide history to my advantage, but not some divine, maternal spirit, as some so ascend to me. I'm just a pony with different cards, and I know how to play them well, as long as they can find ways to benefit from it through their own short existence. My eternity is of no concern to them. In most cases, it's a bitch to get laid now and again. A mother, a goddess, and a mortal abomination all the same. I'm still a mare with needs, you know. As much as some juicy novelists like to fantasize for a quick book sale, there is no secret harem of mares and stallions at my disposal. There are no secret affairs between me and my servants and guards. Please, any workplace must be kept professional, including the royal castle. And even if I tried, my charm doesn't seem to be enough to break them free from their ideals of me. Too perfect, too godly, for the low mortals as themselves. Maybe I'm too much of an image of an immortal mother for them to see beyond their foolish but innocent adoration. Others have misinterpreted my advances. For tests or riddles they need to solve to find some sort of divine answer to true happiness. Oh, so many fools running off into adventure, misunderstanding my words for meaning more than I actually just said, leaving me behind like a fool as they run off, frustrated as ever. Being the eternal ruler of a beautiful kingdom can be such a drag. Sometimes I can get lucky, a kind of luck that only fills me with nothing but regrets. I do feel that these experiences help me to feel a little closer to my little ponies. How many out there have wakened up in the morning to roll over and immediately face their worst mistake, as the night before rushes back to their memory? A reminder that I'm not perfectly flawless. Even I can misjudge in the heat of the moment, in desperation. And here we are now, rolling over to face the pony lying next to me in the royal bed sheets. The bed looks as much as a mess as I feel myself. Sadly, the relief finally experienced and overshadowed by regrets. Just look at him. The sight of the stubbles return itchy memories. Even at the distance kept, I can smell the stench of his morning breath. What was I thinking last night? If only he would have been satisfied with having one Tartarus story to tell his friends, they would ever believe him. But he's still here.
Morning, princess.
I am no pony to judge others' appearances. I am the guiding spirit of my people, teaching them to be open-minded and to give all creatures we meet a chance. Come on. That tone of his gives me the shivers of an unpleasant kind. I bet he thinks he sounds smooth, not sleazy. I simply get out of bed, moving to my balcony. Time to raise the sun for a beautiful sunrise. Really taking my time to make it a show for all the early morning ponies. And for those still up, to remind them they should try and get some rest. Maybe the cold shoulder will get the message across, giving him time to sneak out of my royal chambers, lest I call the guards or he gets a stink eye from one of my maids. But, returning to my bedroom, he is still there, resting on his back, hooves behind his head, as he stallion spreads under the sheets, looking so damn satisfied with himself. Oh, sweet mother of me, he's one of those ponies.
So, when's breakfast?
I can feel the smugness in his voice, talking this casually with the goddess of pony kind. I am sure I found this daring attitude as charming last night, as refreshing from every pony else worshipping me so that I could never find one at my own eye level. Metaphorically speaking, any pony else ever actually reaching my eye level have always been family, enemies of the state, or friend-zoning me hard. I give him my best raised brow, one that have sent ponies into tears as they fall on their knees to apologize for whatever heinous crime they ever did in their lives. Sadly, this seems ineffective on him, simply stretching out like he belongs under those silken sheets. I need to send to the furnace after last night.
Are the maids coming with that prepared, or do we have to call for them, Be a tot to make sure I get my coffee black.
By the son of my royal flanks, I should banish him to every place I represent and guide. I take my breakfast in the dining hall. I finally speak up, my voice cold.
Making it official right away, eh? Daunting.
He chuckles. A terrible wheezing sound. He sounds like at least 10 packages a day. Explains the hole I finally noticed burned through one of the sheets. The jerk actually did spoke in my bed. You seem to have misinterpreted something, I said flatly, a scolding tone, calm, not angry, but disappointed. It has been the past enough to make squads of guards quit on the spot as they felt unfit for their duties in shame from a single word from me.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I get the picture,
he said with a wink. Oh, please send me to the moon. He actually thinks he's smooth.
Maybe rushing a bit, but I ain't complaining.
Rushing what? I do the mistake of asking.
I get it. Why sneak around the bushes, making a scandal of the things once the paparazzi gets a small sniff of anything they can blow it out of proportions? I mean, I'm usually not the type to rush ahead, moving too fast, but in your case I'll make an exception, sonbutt. A twitch at my eye. No. I still have the option to call my guards. No pony would listen to the ramblings of a mad pony after all. Yet the fool I am, I stay still on my spot, in the middle of the room like a hostage situation, giving him the chance to still get his flanks out of my bed and out of the room. Out of my castle, out of my capital. He has still the rest of the kingdom to roam through, more mistakes to make. I think your dress should be pink, at least for the announcement. We can get the details of the wedding itself later. I have never been a stallion to tie myself down, but...
Enough. Still my voice is kept at a level tone, never raised towards my little ponies in my life, and never shall I. But I feel the absolute disapproval on my face, an expression alone that made me able to feel a former student residing far away from here clutching her heart as she collapses into a sobbing mess of apologies for minor crimes I couldn't care less about. Sadly, he's not even looking at me, although the aura alone should have sent him into wailing piles of misery and self-loathing.
What'll the title be? I know that niece of yours let her husband call himself Prince Consort or whatever. I mean, you are the Celestia. Why are you calling yourself princess anyway? Your crown at that ceremony was way bigger than the other princesses too. You're way bigger too, in the good kind of way. I guess I can dig tall mares, if you know what I mean.
Roasting slowly, not over an open fire, but at a constant beam from the sun itself, a pleasant fantasy that hits me in that moment.
I mean, I can go by consort instead of fiancé for a first wee while. But once we get officially hitched, it's gotta be better than that.
Is he even listening to himself? Not sure I am anymore.
I guess if I get to be king, you at least get to be queen yourself. I guess. I mean, you keep calling yourself princess if you want, fine by me. King Sleek the First. Got a ring to it, eh?
I leave him rambling on, leave the room, tempted to leave the castle altogether. I can build a new one. Appaloosa sounds nice this time of year. Yes, I know this is not my usual type, but why not open January with an interesting, funny story to begin with? I mean, Celestia is a mare, she needs things. Hope you all enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Keep watching that moon! And a howling thank you to my Patreons.